All right, guys, what is up? Welcome back to the Interstate 69 Motorsports YouTube channel. And today we've got the 2023 Polaris Pro R behind me. We're going to be going over all in-depth features and walk around of this machine. But before we hop into that, as you guys know, this machine MSRP is for over $40,000. And that's crazy because here at Interstate 69, we have got to make room for our 2024 models. And we're letting you get this 2023 Pro R Ultimate for $33,869. That is almost $7,000 off of MSRP. And on top of all that, no dock fees, no freight fees, no setup fees, anything like that. All you're gonna owe on this machine is any applicable taxes that you may be responsible for, but $33,869 and you can walk away with one bad machine. Let's go ahead and hop in and see some of the features it has to offer. So it's no secret that the Pro R is one of the most revolutionary razors that Polaris has come out with in a long time. And this 23 model is no exception. So we do have our hood scoop up top. We also have some very intricate styling up front, as well as our LED projector headlights. So we do have low and high beam, and we also have a little ambient light strip. I'll go ahead and flip those on real quick for you guys, just so you can see how they look. So that should be low beam, and then we'll click them one more time for high. And I'll go ahead and turn the key off here. And moving on down to our bumper, we do have a small bumper hoop here that is basically just a little bit of support just on the front end for the grille and the radiator. Now let's move on to our shocks. So one big thing with the razors is that they're geared toward a wide open concept. A lot of people use them for trail riding or out on the dunes or anything like that, but this machine will be able to handle anything you throw at it, and it's going to feel very firm and planted to the ground thanks to these Fox 3.0 live valve X2 shocks and the ability of DYNAMIX that's controlled in the ride command. We'll jump into more of that when we get inside the vehicle, but it controls rebound and compression, so that's going to give you the best ride possible. I do want to touch real quick on how huge these boxed A-arms are front and rear, or at least with the rear trailing arm. They still carry on this very aggressive styling and very structural key components of the suspension. But let's jump on down to our wheel and tire setup. So we do have 15-inch wheels, 5-lug pattern. So this is something Polaris introduced with the Pro Rs, is the 5-lug pattern on some 32-inch Maxxis tires. And then on our brakes, as you guys know, this has got a huge engine in it, which we'll jump into in a little bit. But we've got triple bore calipers on the front, dual bore on the rear. So this thing may get up and go, but it'll also stop pretty good too. Let's go ahead and jump inside and see what all this machine has to offer. All right, guys, as everybody knows, it's just not enough to have a machine that's super mechanically capable if it's not comfortable. You guys are going to be spending a lot of time in these machines, whether it be on the trails, trips out to the dunes, or whatever you guys plan on doing with your Pro R. But one big way that Polaris has made this machine extremely comfortable, just one of the ways, is that we have our tilt steering wheel, and we also have telescoping on the Ultimates. So basically that's just going to make sure that no matter size or anything like that, you're always comfortable. We do have our adjustable seat base here. It slides forward and back, and you guys can see I'm sporting these cool little harnesses. So Polaris markets these as a Click 6 harness style, and they are retractable. So if you guys can see, it's just like a seat belt design, but in the harness. So if anything were to happen to you in this machine, if you were to have a rollover or an accident, you would be held in and secured by the Click 6s, which I think is just, peace of mind if anything were to happen. I really do like that Polaris is going to this style seat belt in these kind of machines. But let's go ahead and talk about our DYNAMIX and our ride command. So this is our ride command display. This is a 7-inch display that can show you your gauges and everything on the vehicle. It shows a lot of different features. We can also show our maps. But one big thing that I think is super cool on the Pro Rs is that we have our DYNAMIX. So you guys can see there's 2 columns here on each corner. And basically what that is going to be is the DYNAMIX control or DYNAMIX input. And also we can change our DYNAMIX riding style right here off the steering wheel. And you guys can see how it actually transforms how you would go on your riding style. So that's just another cool way that Polaris is really being technologically innovative and making sure that this is one of the most capable and comfortable machines. Let's talk about a little bit about our storage here. So we do have about 5 gallons of storage from Polaris, so that's just another way that you can keep everything that you're planning on taking with you on the trails there. We do have our nice grab bar here for the passenger, and we also have our Rockford Fosgate audio system. This is a Stage 2 audio system that come in the Pro R Ultimates. And then we've got our glove box here, and then we do have an accessory port in the glove box, and then we also have another 12-volt plug here. We do have some ambient lighting, and then right here, this little switch, I know you guys may be wondering, this is your drive mode switch. So this is for throttle response. So you have your sport, and then you have rock, and then you have race. So basically, you know, no matter where you may be taking this machine or what you may be doing with it, Polaris has thought of a way to incorporate that and to make the machine really work for you. And let's really jump to the back and really talk about what is going to be the big upside of having a Pro R. All right, everybody, so we're back here at the back, and you guys can see we've got a huge powertrain peeking at us right here. So what this is a 1997cc ProStar Fury 2.0 dual overhead cam inline 4-cylinder. Now, that's a lot of terminology to throw at you guys, but main thing about it is it's got 225 horses. And that's pretty insane for a machine of this size and this standard, and what you guys will be doing with it. This machine is not going to be a slouch at all. It's going to have tons of power, and we also are going to have one of the longest belt lives out of any of the RZR platforms, being that the clutches and the belt have been redesigned as it's a longer, thicker, and just better belt overall from the other platforms. And I know you guys may ask about belt access, being that we don't see our large clutch cover here like normal. Basically, both seats of the machine just pull right out. There's push pins, quick connect push pins to be able to pull the rear panel and see the belt box, and the belt box is super accessible. So if worst came to worst and you did have an issue on the trail, Polaris has thought about that and made the belt box still accessible and easy to get to. But all that said, we do still have one large shock here. So this is going to be, again, a Fox 3.0 live valve X2. And basically this is going to allow us to still have that 29 inches of usable travel and keep 16 inches of ground clearance on this machine. If you guys know, ground clearance and travel are what these machines are made for, because they have more than any other machine in their class. But compare that, or pair that with the 74 inches of width and a 104.5 inch wheelbase on this machine, it's going to be absolutely unstoppable. I've seen a lot of these out on the trails, and I've seen a lot of you guys on the forums and how you use these things, and they are absolute animals. But let's go ahead and jump up front and finish up this walk around. All right, guys, so we've got our 2023 Pro R RZR here behind us still, and we've covered a lot of features regarding this machine. But one of the best things about this machine, to me, is going to be the price. So again, this machine is $7,000 or almost $7,000 off of MSRP at $33,869. But if you guys are going to be saving all that money, we can actually take and make this machine even more customizable, being that we have an in-house powder coat booth here at Interstate 69, and we can bundle it all together in our amazing financing options. So you guys can walk away with a machine that you'll be proud of and that you can enjoy. Thanks for watching, and make sure to leave a like and comment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.